The Flying Kipper. All kinds of trains run at night. There are slow goods trains, which are run so as to leave the main line less congested during the day for passenger trains. There are post trains, which are run so that people can get their letters, parcels, and newspapers first thing in the morning. And there are night soil trains, mostly servicing communities with inadequate sewer and septic systems. There are also fish trains, which, like the night soil ones, are run at night mostly because of the smell. At the harbour near the big station, fishing boats unload their fish on the quay. Some of it is sent to shops in the town, and the rest goes in a special train to other places further inland. The railway staff call this train the Flying Kipper. One evening, Charlie and Sid were disposing Henry. "We'll be out early tomorrow," Charlie told Henry. "We're to take the Flying Kipper. If we do a good job, Sir Tom Hat may let us pull the Wild Isle Express sometimes." "That would be lovely," said Henry excitedly. He was ready at 5 a.m. It was cold and there was snow and frost about, but Henry felt warm and confident. Workers hustled and shouted, loading the vans with crates of fish. The last door banged shut, and the guard showed his green lamp. Come on, puffed Henry to the vans as his wheels slid a little on the icy rails. Soon the Flying Kipper gathered speed and they were out on the main line. The smoke and steam pouring from Henry's funnel clung to the cold air. The fire's light shone brightly on the snow around. More snow was falling now, but Henry was running nicely. The light grew more and more as they passed stations and green signal lights. They ran through the workstation and sped along a long stretch of line. A distant signal pointing straight out appeared ahead. Charlie shut the regulator, preparing to stop. But the home signal beyond was down. "All clear, Henry," said Charlie, opening the regulator again. "Away we go." Ahead, a slow goods train was waiting in the goods loop to let the Flying Kipper pass. The driver and stoker were drinking cocoa with Lizzie in the brake van. "The Kipper's due," said Lizzie, checking her watch. The driver stood up. "All right then, back to our engine." "Hey, I haven't finished my cocoa yet," grumbled the stoker. He was lucky that cup of hot cocoa wasn't his last. Henry and his crew had no idea that the points to the goods loop had frozen, and the home signal should have been set at danger, but snow had forced it down. The goods train's crew dispersed like cockroaches. Charlie and Sid jumped clear. Henry demolished the brake van and sprawled on his side, surprised and dazed. He was barely aware that Lizzie had run off to alert the signaller. He hardly registered the breakdown train arriving. He seemed completely oblivious to the shattered remains of the brake van and goods wagons around him. When I arrived and came to see him, at last he snapped out of his bewilderment. "The signal was down, sir," he said nervously. "It's all right, Henry. It wasn't your fault," I said. "Ice and snow caused the accident." This seemed little consolation to Henry, who was staring at his twisted front and dented sides. "I'm sending you to the plant. A fine place for sick engines," I told him. "Your damaged parts will be fixed. You shall be given a double chimney and a larger furnace. You'll feel a different engine, and you won't need Welsh coal anymore. Won't that be nice?" "Yes, sir," said Henry doubtfully.